Hello and welcome to Anatomy of Marriage, Marriage Mornings. I'm your host, Melanie Studley.
And I am her husband, Seth Studley, and I am a licensed marriage and family therapist.
And if you're new here, this is not our normal format. This is our daily Infinity Marriage Morning Challenge.
Yes.
We have another format that's long form and we interview people. Check it out. It's amazing. But this is our Marriage Mornings. And
what is it called?
What
is the other podcast called?
It's the same. It's Anatomy of Marriage. What are you doing? Anyway, we do 4 things every marriage morning.
Yes.
We do a prayer, a past gratitude, a future hope, and goals.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start with, and today we want to talk about community. We don't have our whiteboard. It is so hard.
It is hard, but we're doing it. Okay, let's pray. Thank you, Creator God, for your blessings. Thank you so much for yesterday's event and all that happened and the great people we met. Thank you for that time that we got to share our story and hopefully help people. We thank you so much for it. Thank you for our kids at home. Please keep them safe and help us to have safe travels back. Amen.
Amen.
What are you thankful for?
Every day.
Oh, can I name the ways?
Yeah, all
right?
The people we've met here. It's unbelievable. We're in Dallas, if you don't know. And our event last night, the hot and spicy date night, was unbelievable.
So you're thankful for that. Let's get it specific. What are you thankful for that we did for each other yesterday?
We're there for each other. We did it. We actually pulled it off. It's very hard to speak in pairs like TED Talk style with another person, and we didn't have time to memorize everything and like by a long shot. And so I was just nervous. It's like, I don't know if we're even going to do it.
But we did it.
But we didn't. I'm so thankful for it.
Hopefully it sounded good. We were coherent. I am thankful that you were excited about it and brave and okay to be vulnerable and do that with me. So thanks.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Our future hope.
Future hope.
I just hope today is great and we can hang out with a bunch of people from yesterday.
Yeah, from yesterday. We met 1 million people yesterday, and also our other friends are here, and just looking forward to today. And the goal is to, I don't know, just carry ourselves and represent good whatever we do and have fun.
Yeah, my goal is to have fun. But so today we want to talk about community, because last night was an unbelievable example of the power of community. And just, even though we're like a digital community, like I don't live next door to you, but I could, there was a power in the fact that people felt and feel heard and understood, and like they're not alone,
and that their stories are normalized.
Yeah.
In therapy we talk about, okay, you think this is a huge problem, let us talk about it, let's be vulnerable together, and let's normalize the problem. And then most of the times we figure out other people feel this way, other people go through these things. So the power in community is just that's the power of community, sharing your story, being relatable to one another, and lifting one another up when you need it.
Yeah, and I think we also want to talk just about how last night went also, because we were at Fellowship of the Parks Church in Keller, Texas. We did the hot and spicy date night. There was an opening salsa dance that was amazing to Despacito, so unbelievable. And then it went into the sessions where we talked about what did we talk about? Communication, family of origin. We did a sex and intimacy session. Roger did a session about pursuing your partner, one about honor, which was amazing. Because I struggle with that, y'all. I mean, I have to be serious. I wanted to talk about honor this morning, and Seth was like, no, that's but I mean, it struck me.
Let's circle back to the event itself. There were over 400 people there last night. So that's 200 couples, basically.
Yeah.
There were probably some singles there. And it was awesome. It seemed like people really were resonating with what we were saying and understanding it and stuff. And hopefully it was helpful to people. And we met a lot of you guys. Thanks for that. Some listeners came in. Well, several listeners came in. And we made new friends. We got to meet people who had been emailing us back and forth. And it was just super cool. It was really just fun to talk and take pictures and meet you guys and hear your story, see your kids. Thank you for bringing your kids. That was cool. Made us miss our kids, but
I know, and want more kids.
Oh
whatever.
boy!
But it doesn't help that the kids are like the cutest kids ever. Our kids didn't look like that. I'm kidding.
So let's talk more about community. And what do you mean, church community or just
I think
friends group?
Community in general, because we have like the Anatomy of Marriage pages on our website, and even that is a community on Facebook, I mean. And that is a community where you can go into that space and people are for you. People are for your marriage. people are not going to judge if you're like, I just went through something really hard, or so-and-so is dealing with this, or I'm feeling this. Like, no one in the Anatomy of Marriage community is going to be like, you're an idiot, right? Yeah. They're there for you. And it's amazing that we live in a time where that's possible 1,000 miles away.
That's right. And hopefully maybe somebody will give you a dose of like, you're an idiot, if you're actually being an idiot. There's been times in our marriage when I was just being an idiot.
Yeah, only Seth.
Yeah, only me. Yeah, right. And times where, people in Melody's life are like, you might not want to do that anymore, or you might want to think about your actions and how that makes your husband feel, or whatever. So you might get called an idiot, but that's a good thing, because what is that? That's accountability. That's individuals speaking life into other individuals, and sometimes we really need to hear that.
Yeah, and it's hard too, because sometimes we've come I'll say sometimes, often, I don't know, but especially in church communities, there can be a lot of bad things that have happened in the past. Right? Because there's a lot of stuff coming out into the light now. So we're sort of in a different era of church stuff, awareness of things being not okay to do. Right. And so just because you've been burned or hurt by one community, that could be a friend group or a family even, or a church.
Or an entire church.
It does not mean that every community is going to hurt you. And that was, I don't know, that's something that stands out to me as being really important, because we were burned by our church in a way. By the whole church, fell apart.
And the whole thing imploded, and we had gone there for 10 years. And Melody's talked about it before on shows. We had a real community of 10 years because we were very active in music there, and these were our people that we hung out with. And poof, that just goes away.
Yeah, all of it was just taken away. Everything.
What do we do? And then that kind of really left a bad taste in our mouth. Like, okay.
Well, it made us distrust the next community we wanted to walk into. Yeah. We were like, we just questioned everything. It had like the worst attitudes. Like, we'd go to a church and be like,
this is lame.
And that's not helpful. And that attitude alone was costing us to struggle and suffer in a way that we couldn't see at the time, because we were really kind of just wounded by it. So I want to say that as an encouragement, that like even coming to Keller and seeing the amazing people, I mean, this whole culture is new to me, and I cannot get enough.
What, like I'm trying to convince culture, or what? You've been to the South 100 times.
Fellowship of the Parks Church, the people, everyone we met there was like, nice. Where have these people been all my life? And that's the kind of, I want to come here and go there. But anyway, but I just want to encourage you, if you've been hurt by a community, not all communities are created equally. Not all communities love you in the way that like Anatomy of Marriage community will love you, right? We are here for your relationship. We're here for your marriage. We're here for your struggles, for anything. Because, Seth is a therapist. It's not just, he doesn't only do marriage and marriage and family therapy. And so we're here for all of it, not just one little slice of it. So I just don't want people to be discouraged to join a community, because it's so important to the vitality of all of it, all of the relating and the thinking and doing.
To share your story, and like to quote some Brene Brown, there's power in vulnerability. And if you have been burned, then that may be a chance, I'm speaking to myself right now, that might be a chance to be vulnerable, to put yourself out there, and to be kind of a leader, like to say, this is what I want, this is what I value, nobody else is doing it, it's up to me to do it. And then people will be drawn to that, like people are drawn to our show because we're just vulnerable and share our story. There's a lot of power in that, and that's good for our relationship too. That's good for our own individual relationship with ourselves. I know that sounds weird, but that is the truth. So again, we have to wrap it up, but thank you so much, you guys, for like last night, and we were just thinking about it and thinking, oh my gosh, we just want to do this and like talk to couples and help as much as we can and bring our families into it and all this stuff. So it was awesome. We love you guys. Thank you so much for coming up to us and taking pictures and talking and sharing your story.
And we're going to post a bunch of stuff later. We just we're like running around like crazy. So, but we will post things and we will share stuff. Please share any pictures you took last night with us on our Facebook page. All of them, any of them, whatever. So thank you so much. And we'll repost them and everything. Yes, so use hashtag Marriage Mornings and do your own Marriage Mornings. It's an amazing gift to your marriage. We love you. We love you. We love you.
All right.
Have a great day.
Bye.